Hello YouTube and welcome to Tale of Steel Armory. Today I'm gonna show you how to build this, an early medieval spearhead. Okay, first we're gonna decide how much material we're gonna use. I'm gonna use this 8 by 30 millimeter bar. So the end product is gonna be 31 centimeters long, so I think I'm gonna need about 28 at most. I'm gonna cut it off with an angle grinder and heat up the forge now. Okay, while the gas forge is heating up, let's talk about my first steps. First I'm gonna try to shrink down this side here to make a rectangular form and thicken this part here, which is gonna be the throat of the spear, the thinnest part. Later I'm gonna try to spread out this side like with an arrowhead, and roll it up into a conical shape. Well, let's see how that goes. While the forge is heating up, let's find out how big we're gonna have to spread out our piece to make the conical end piece. I'm gonna use a piece of wire and just wrap it around this round piece of steel here to the diameter I need, about so. Should be 24 centimeters, about 24 centimeters. See, it's not exactly round, but hey, that's okay. I'm at 25, that's okay to me. Just gonna use a marker and mark 2 points, roll it back out into a straight line. About straight, and now I can just measure from my 2 marking lines, and that's about 90 millimeters. Okay, let's start to squish the piece on the corner of my anvil. To spread out the end, I'm using this rounded off, quite heavy forging hammer. Switch to this a bit lighter but more aggressively shaped hammer to spread out the material even more, because I don't think I'm gonna get to the right diameter with the big hammer. Okay, after some solid forging, I spread it out to 9mm. I'm now gonna clean up the surface with a flat face of a hammer and spread it out even a bit further. Here I'm just using my belt grinder to clean out the edges for a smoother and nicer socket. After that it's back to the forge, and I'm using these U-shaped hardy tools to round out the socket piece, and later I'm gonna forge it and roll that around over the corner of my anvil. Too much material, and I'm gonna cut it off. Think about here. Alright, let's start with the tip. Okay, I'm roughly at the size I wanted. I'm gonna start working the edge with this round side of the hammer, first on the flat side of the anvil, and then I'm gonna switch over to the side of the anvil to draw out the leaf shape. Drawing out the blade section was to me the most difficult part of the project. I had to be really careful not to hit the central rib and only work on the outside of the piece, because if I ever hit it, I would later not be able to grind out the hammer marks. Later I tried using the hardy tools, which did help, it worked quite good, but I had to switch to the sharp side of the anvil for some finer contouring. Switching back and forth was the way to go. It's still not very easy and it takes a lot of practice not to hit the central rib.
We're at 5 centimeters of width, that's what I want. The blade is about a centimeter too long, but that's okay. I'm gonna clean up the edge portion and then we're gonna have to grind away a lot of material because I still use too much material. That's it for the forging part. Now let's get to grinding.
I started with a new 40 grit belt and later switched to a 120. Again I had to be really careful with the central rib. There was not a lot of material left, so I couldn't make any mistakes. First I worked out the shape on the rubber wheel of the belt grinder, and later I cleaned everything up on the flat side of the grinder.
So we're finished with grinding. The rest of the finishing will be done by hand with some sandpaper and some stones. It's gonna take about an hour or two and then we're done.
The hand sanding part wasn't too bad. I started with a soft sanding pad and then later switched to a hardwood sanding block just to bring out some extra contours.
I worked it up to a clean 600 grit finish and then buffed it up with a fine sanding sponge just to give it a bit of a shine. It looked really nice at the end. I'm really pleased with the way the finished product turned out. The surface is nice, there's not a lot of hammering and grinding marks left, everything looks clean, the size, shape and weight is really good, and I think overall it's a nice piece of work and a good addition to my kit. I really hope you liked this quick tutorial. Excuse me for my bad German accent. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn more about how to make medieval weapons and armor and metalworking in general. I hope you enjoyed it, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.